Gonna be trying something new today. I had some pieces of a little mini Rhino left over from another project I'm working on, the front and the back end here. And I wanted to have my Titan kind of stepping on them, right? Something like that, make it look like he's crushing through a Rhino. I showed my wife, and she actually came up with an idea to take some tin foil and create a fake box that would then serve as the body of the Rhino. So I folded up some tin foil and glued the two pieces to it to create this thing. Now we're going to crush it underneath the Titan. So I'm going to take some rubberized super glue here I've got. It's almost gone, so it's not great. I'm going to take stuff that's been emptying over here. I got a garbage brush. It's still flexible though, so that'll help me get stuff in the corners. I've got some super glue over here. Again, this stuff has rubber in it. I'm just experimenting here. I'm figuring the rubber will help add some structure or something to the foil once it's crushed. Make it less flexible so that it doesn't bend as much later once the whole thing's dry and done. Just smearing this in here. Trying to coat everything. Alright, I know that wasn't really on camera, but so I've got the whole inside coated with super glue. Maybe we'll throw some there so it doesn't bow out too much. And then I also readied a piece of green stuff to go underneath as well. It's getting a little tacky, so I'm going to work it a little bit. I don't know if this will do anything, but I'm going to place it in the middle underneath the Rhino to, again, try to add some form and shape to where the foot's going to go, and also just give some structure to the Rhino underneath. So I'm going to take the super glue covered Rhino, find a spot here for the Titan. That looks good. Put the Rhino in place, and let's cross our fingers. Wow. I think I should put the front end out. What I'm left with is something that actually kind of looks like crushed metal. So we see how that goes. I'll probably touch up a little bit here where it's separated, just disguise that a little bit. But otherwise that might not be too bad. We'll have to see once we get it primed up. So I actually had a thought, and we could probably just use more tin foil on this thing. So I'm putting some glue in here, covering up that rough edge. I'm going to take some of that tin foil I was messing with earlier and just tear off a little bit. My hands kind of cover up a lot, but sorry about that. Let's just bend it into some vaguely metallic-ish shape. Just kind of paste it in there. Smash it on there. There. That covers up that rough cut edge. Woo. Sorry about that. Place that foot in there. There we go. It's looking good. Probably fill in some with a little bit of primer and some gravel, just to disguise it a little bit more, see what we can get out of it. But I think that's pretty good. It gives us a nice crunched metal effect. And once it's blended in with the paint and some other rubble and maybe a little more green stuff work, I think it's going to be good. All right, we'll be back after some more tinkering. All right, so I added some little bits of sand and gravel around the edges to just kind of disguise all the joins and stuff that were a little ugly. Give it a crushed, dirty in-world look. I used some fine sand that I had. This stuff is real, I don't know, I think it's made for crafting and stuff. And then I used some Woodland Scenics fine ballast to add a little bit more, I don't know, like bigger pieces of rubble and stuff like that. The scale is a little difficult to work with because you don't really get like the fine sand that you would normally use for a 32 millimeter miniature. Actually looks a lot bigger for this stuff. So, but I think I got something that works here. Put the Titan foot on there, gives us a really nice look to it. So I'm going to get this stuff primed up and we'll see how it looks after all that. All right, now we've got the final result here. I don't know exactly how I'm going to paint this guy yet, so I just did a kind of a warm neutral zenithal with a beige over black and then some white in some spots to pick out light. Overall, though, I think this looks pretty good. Definitely have a little bit of a crushed metal vibe. The rubble and stuff kind of helps disguise some of it. It's not perfect, but it's definitely got a good feel, and I don't know, I like it. Add something to the base. Gives me a little scale terrain to work with. Let me know in the comments how you liked it. Thanks.